Welcome to CUHK Law. Welcome to the 2022 Directions in Legal Education Conference. My name is Lutz-Christian Wolff. I'm the Dean of CUHK Law, and it's my special privilege to say hello to all of you. I noted that a lot of old friends are joining, and thank you for being with us again. It's great to see all of you. This is the fourth time that CUHK Law is hosting this important conference, and it's for the second time that we have to do it online. Of course, it would have been much nicer to be able to meet in person, to continue our chats and discussions during lunches, breaks, and dinners. But I would also like to give it a positive spin. Of course, doing it via Zoom, meeting via Zoom allows a much broader reach. And of course, it's more convenient for some of us. This year, the call for papers has generated a fantastic response, and we are very happy to welcome, to secure as speakers a range of established stars, as well as a great number of rising stars in the field of legal education. Thank you all so very much for joining. Special thanks, of course, go to our keynote speakers. We are honored to have you with us, and we are looking forward to benefiting from your insights. The topics covered by this year's Directions in Legal Education Conference are extremely diverse. However, it's not surprising that a lot of the presentations are linked to the changes legal education is facing and has been facing over the past years as a result of the pandemic. In my opening remarks to the 2020 Directions in Legal Education Conference, I said, I quote, "COVID-19 has become the new normal and will unfortunately dictate the way how we teach law for quite some time. Legal education has to respond to these developments." Well, I was obviously a little bit too optimistic. COVID-19 is still with us, and maybe my assumption from 2 years ago that this would be a temporary thing has to be revised given the permanence with which the pandemic has established itself. But nothing has changed, of course, regarding my statement that legal education needs to respond. It's for us as legal educators to ensure that the next generations of lawyers are equipped with the tools to address COVID-19, as well as other crises at the domestic, regional, and international level. It's for us to ensure that the next generation of lawyers have the mindset that they are ready to fight these crises at the various legal fronts. And it is for us to ensure that the next generation of lawyers are able, or is able, and will protect one of the most important concepts of every modern society, that is the rule of law. To make this happen, we have to go a very long way. But as the famous Chinese philosopher Lutz said, the journey of 1,000 miles always begins with one step. The 2022 Directions in Legal Education Conference is certainly one of those steps, a very important one, I should add. I wish to offer my thanks to all CUHK Law colleagues who have worked very hard to make this conference happen. Particular thanks go to Professor Michael Lower, whom I have called the CUHK Law Legal Education Guru in 2020, which earned me a lot of laughs. But the laughs, of course, did not affect the correctness of my statements. Michael, thank you very, very much for putting together such a great conference. A big thank you also to Professor Steve Gallagher, the CUHK Law Associate Dean for Academic and Student Affairs, who was again the main in the background for so many things. Special thanks go to the CUHK Law admin team. It's your hard work that ensures that this conference will run smoothly, as so many other CUHK Law events, and that the conference will receive the well-deserved recognition at locally, regionally, and internationally. Thank you very, very much. Last but not least, I wish to thank all of you, the audience, for attending today and tomorrow. Your presence and your contributions to the Q&A sessions are invaluable for the success of this conference. And with this, I will stop. I wish all of us 2 very meaningful conference days. Thank you again. We now have to move, or not to move, to the parallel sessions. I think all of you have received the program rundown. Group 1 will stay in this link 1, whereas those who wish to attend parallel session 2 will have to move to link B. Again, thank you all for joining, and I wish to hand the virtual floor over to the 2 moderators of the first and the first 2 parallel sessions, Professor Michael Lower and Professor Stephen Gallagher. Thank you very much.